Hey everyone, welcome back to another crypto video. Today we're going to talk about the value of the crypto market. Currently $550 billion. Thank you for watching. Current value of the crypto market being $550 billion is actually down from about a week ago. I believe it hit something like $700 billion. So that's a good, 25-30% drop in all of the value of the market itself. So I just wanted to talk about, what the value means and how we can determine this value. And the truth is, we really can't. If you look at all these projects, I don't know how many of the top 100 have a working product. The value of the market is just driven by hype. I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to mention a few coins, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the coin that I'm talking about, I don't necessarily think it's a bad investment or a good investment. They're just coins that actually meet and, help my argument. So the first one is EOS. So EOS broke top 10 recently, and, how many people actually know that EOS is still an ICO? Like, it's a year-long ICO, which in itself is a little bit strange. But I don't know the current market value of EOS. Maybe it's $6-7 billion for an ICO. But, that's crazy. And that's just, and they don't have a working product. The mainnet comes out in June or something like that. So is it really worth $6 billion? Could be, maybe it is. We don't know. But it just goes to show you that it's speculation. In EOS's case, EOS has a pretty good marketing team. They do a really good job at marketing their coin and pumping the value up. But is it worth $6 billion? Honestly, I would say no, because they don't have a working product. Until they're getting people to develop on the EOS network. I think Wikipedia, one of the Wikipedia co-founders, said he was interested in the EOS blockchain. If they could get Facebook on there. Once they get developers actually coming to their platform using the coin, that's where the value of the coin comes from. Because once you start using the network, you have to pay the network fees. Network fees are paid with the coin. That's how you determine the value. So when you look at all these coins and you look at what you're invested in, you really need to understand that so many don't have a working product. I just shilled Request yesterday, in fact. And I love the coin. I have a bunch of it. And the fact is, they also don't have a working product. Before, I'd say a month ago, they hit $1 per coin. So, they almost hit $1 billion, they actually passed $1 billion market cap. So worth that? Probably not. That pump was driven completely by hype. They released Colossus. They released it ahead of schedule, and that's where the price speculation comes from. People just ride the hype waves. Is it really worth that? No, they don't really have a working product. Once, they become the e-commerce online payment channel, then we'll start seeing some value. And they're trying to do that. The hardest part of all these projects is adoption. So many of them have great teams, sure. They have great ambitious white papers, they're transparent. The problem is they don't have a working product. With all this money flowing in and out, there are so many people. BitConnect is an example of people who just buy the hype, and people who don't really know what they have. Seriously, how could you look at BitConnect for more than 5 minutes and not realize it was a Ponzi and a scam? So it just goes to show you that so much of the market is driven by hype. It's driven by people who don't really know what they're investing in. So when the market dips by $200 billion, a lot of people are scared. Honestly, I feel bad for the people who are selling now. It's a great time to buy, in my opinion, especially if you know what coins you're invested in, and if you really do have done your research and you know what the value of the coin could be. Like Request, for example, is 50% down from its all-time high. Pretty good consolidation phase if you try to get into Request personally. A lot of other coins too, but again, you need to look at really what the value is there, before you start riding the hype, because so many of these projects don't have any kind of working product. A lot of them do. A lot of them, like BAT does, and a couple other ones actually have working product and the coin's actually used. And in that case, they actually hold some of their value. But so many other ones, so many other great projects people shill all the time, don't have working products. And that's what you have to watch out for. So when you're investing, if you understand what you have, when these dips come, you know, when let's say you bought at $1 at request, you probably feel pretty bad when request is sitting at 50 cents. But if you understand what you're investing in, if you understand the potential, if you keep up with the developers, if you really know what you have, you know, the dips really probably aren't going to affect you too much. So that's the key. Understand. Do your research. Understand what you have. Understand what the potential value could be. Don't ride the hype. That's the key there too. Don't ride the hype. You know, buy in when you can. Buy in what you're willing to lose. And understand that so many of these projects could take, you know, 5 to 10 years to really become, you know, mass adopted. You know, everybody's heard of PayPal. If the same thing happens with Request, you know, then you have some real value. Then you really made some money. But that's, again, a long time off. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go back in there again. It's nice and warm. You know, stay safe out there.